Hello, dear learners. Today we are going to see the topic antibiotics, and Ms. Musmani Nirmala here to present this topic. Dear friends, antibiotics is a common term. We have ever heard about the antibiotics. But what are these antibiotics actually? Does this antibiotics do, and when do we use these antibiotics is still unknown to us. So today we are going to see these antibiotics in detail. Learning outcomes of this presentation are: after studying this presentation, the presenter will be able to recall different antibiotics. He will be able to classify the antibiotics, and third, describe different pharmaceutical organic compounds belonging to this category. This presentation this topic will be studied in 3 parts. So in first presentation we are going to see what is antibiotics and going to study the structure and mode of action of penicillin in detail. In second classification, we are going to study beta-lactam antibiotics and its example, and in third part we will be seeing the non-beta-lactam antibiotics and its example in detail. So, introduction to antibiotics. In this image, we are seeing that bacteria versus antibiotics means what? This image depicts that these antibiotics are the agent which fights against the bacteria. So let's see definition. Antibiotics are the chemical substances produced by various species of organism, and they are used for inhibiting the growth of other species of microorganism. So what are these antibiotics? These antibiotics are the agent which is produced by one type of microorganism and is used to inhibit the growth of other microorganism. The penicillin was the first antibiotic which was discovered by Sir Alexander Fleming in 1928. This penicillin was isolated from the fungus Penicillium notatum and was used clinically in 1941. This penicillin is a beta-lactam antibiotics and has a bactericidal effect, that is, it helps to kill the bacteria. It is more effective against gram-positive bacteria. So now let's see what is mode of action of penicillin. This penicillin, it mainly inhibits the cross-linking of peptides in the cell membrane of the microorganism. Due to the improper cross-linking of the peptides in microorganism, there is improper cell wall formation. When the water molecules comes in contact with such cell or such improper cell, the water molecules enter inside the cell and the cell bursts and the bacteria gets killed. In this way, penicillin shows bactericidal effect. Thus, we can say that penicillin inhibits the synthesis of bacterial cell wall and causes cell lysis. Now, chemistry of penicillin. So, the Pennum ring plays an important role in the structure of penicillin. the Panem ring is the basic nucleus of penicillin. This Panem ring is formed by the combination of beta-lactam ring and thiazolidine ring. These two heterocyclic rings are fused together to form the Panem ring. Panem nucleus is a bicyclic heterocyclic ring which is formed by the fusion of 4-membered cyclic amide group of beta-lactam ring and thiazolidine ring in such a way that the nitrogen atom and adjacent carbon atom is common to the ring. As we can see here, this is a beta-lactam ring and this is the thiazolidine ring. And when this beta-lactam ring fuses with the Panem ring in such a way that this carbon at 5th position and this nitrogen, these two are common between both the rings. Now the structure of penicillin. The structure of penicillin, it is called as beta-lactam antibiotic, as the basic nucleus is the Panem ring which is formed by the combination of beta-lactam ring and thiazolidine ring. So penicillin is called as beta-lactam antibiotics. The structure of penicillin, it is characterized by 3 fundamental structural requirements. First requirement is fused beta-lactam ring, that is the Panem nucleus. Second one, the dimethyl group at C2 position, that is second carbon of the Panem ring. Then third, the free carboxylic group, that is C double bond O OH group at the C3 position of Panem ring, and amino substituent, either one or more amino substituted side chain at C6 position. So these are the basic requirements of the penicillin structure. Now we are going to see the classification of antibiotics. The antibiotics can be classified into different types, either on the basis of its range of action, on the basis of its mode of action, or either on the basis of its chemical structure. So let's see all of these classes one by one. So first we are going to see the classification on the basis of range of action. So these antibiotics are classified into two types, that is broad spectrum antibiotics and narrow spectrum antibiotics on the basis of its range of action. So first let us see what are these broad spectrum antibiotics. The antibiotics which acts on wide range of microorganisms are called as broad spectrum antibiotics. They shows the effect on both gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. An example of broad spectrum antibiotics is tetracycline, streptomycin and chloramphenicol. Now second class is the narrow spectrum antibiotics. Here the word narrow itself indicates that these antibiotics will be effective against a specific type of microorganism and or a limited microorganism. These narrow spectrum antibiotics are selectively effective against either gram-positive bacteria or gram-negative bacteria. An example of these narrow spectrum antibiotics are erythromycin and benzyl penicillin. Second classification is on the basis of mode of action. On the basis of mode of action, they are classified as bacteriostatic agents and bactericidal agents. Bacteriostatic agents are the agents which inhibits the growth of bacteria. An example is tetracycline, sulfonamide and dapsone. The bactericidal agents which kills the bacteria bactericidal agents are the agents which kills the bacteria. And example is penicillin, cephalosporin and aminoglycosides. Then, on the basis of its chemical structure, these antibiotics are classified as beta-lactam antibiotics and non-beta-lactam antibiotics. So, beta-lactam antibiotics are further classified into two subcategories, that is penicillin and cephalosporin. So, on the basis of its chemical structure, that is the presence of beta-lactam during these antibiotics are classified. So, in the case of penicillin, it consists of the 5-membered thiazolidine ring, whereas in cephalosporin it consists of the 6-membered ring. An example of penicillin is benzyl penicillin, ampicillin, penicillin V, loxacillin and carbamazepine. Cephalosporin example are cephalexin, cephaloridin and cephalothin. Non-beta-lactam antibiotics are further classified as antibiotic containing hydronaphtacine ring, example is tetracycline. Aminoglycoside containing antibiotics, example is streptomycin, neomycin, gentamicin. Macrolide antibiotics, an example is erythromycin, azithromycin. Next is anthracycline antibiotics, an example is actinomycin D, daunorubicin. Then pollen antibiotics, example is nystatin and amphotericin B. Then peptide antibiotics, example is bacitracin. Steroidal antibiotics, example is fusidic acid. Nucleoside antibiotic, example is puromycin. Other heterocyclic antibiotics, example is cycloserine and mitomycin. And miscellaneous, example is rifampicin, griseofulvin and chloramphenicol. Thus here we conclude this presentation. I hope you all must have understood what are antibiotics, what is penicillin, how the structure of penicillin is formed and its mode of action. Also the classification of antibiotics in detail. In the upcoming presentation, we will study the beta-lactam antibiotics in detail and its examples. So, thank you.